Welcome to today's deep dive into one of the most underappreciated treasures of British coinage, the 1959 British 2 shillings coin. You may think it's just another old coin, but what if we told you that this small piece of metal could be your gateway into the exciting and profitable world of coin collecting? That's right, this humble coin could carry serious value, both now and even more so in the future. The 1959 2 shillings coin is a part of British predecimal currency and holds more importance than most people realize. It was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, just a few years after her coronation in 1953. This coin represents the early days of her reign and the beginning of a modernized era in British history. With its elegant design and solid historical background, the 1959 2 shillings piece is more than just currency. It's a collectible with royal roots. This coin features the beautifully crafted crowned Tudor rose in the center, a proud symbol of England, surrounded by the thistle, leek, and shamrock, the national emblems of Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. Around the edge, the inscription reads, FID Def 2 shillings 1959. It is a celebration of unity and strength, values that define the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II. What makes this coin especially interesting is the timing. 1959 was one of the final years leading up to the massive shift in UK currency decimalization, which wouldn't occur until 1971. As part of the old monetary system, this coin carries nostalgic value for collectors who seek to preserve pieces of that pre-decimal legacy. The fact that it belongs to Queen Elizabeth II's early coinage only boosts its collector appeal. While the 1959 2 shillings coin was not minted in extremely limited quantities, condition is what creates rarity today. Most of these coins were circulated and handled over the years, so finding one in top-grade, uncirculated condition is quite rare. And rare equals valuable. Coins that are graded as brilliant uncirculated or mint state can fetch prices ranging from $600 to $1,500 or more, depending on the buyer and presentation. Right now, the average selling price for a 1959 2 shillings coin in circulated condition is between $2,000 and $3,000, but that's only the beginning. Coins in near-perfect condition are already gaining traction on collector markets. Those that are graded and slabbed by professional grading services are being listed for higher and higher prices. Some sellers and collectors have managed to get $4,000 or more for coins in pristine condition, especially when sold at auctions or private sales. But let's talk about the future. Could this coin become even more valuable as time goes on? Absolutely. Coin collecting is a hobby that only grows with time, and as more people enter the space, demand increases. The 1959 2 shillings coin sits in a sweet spot. It's old enough to be historic, tied to the early years of a legendary monarch, and still relatively available in the wild. As top-condition examples disappear into collections, the few that remain will climb in value. Imagine holding on to a few of these coins today and checking their value in 10, 20, or 30 years. You could easily see your small investment multiply in worth, especially if interest in Queen Elizabeth II's legacy continues to rise. And with her passing in 2022, many collectors are now racing to gather and preserve her earliest coinage, including this exact coin. There's also emotional value attached. For many families, this coin was part of their daily lives in the late 50s and 60s. It's a symbol of a simpler time, of post-war recovery and new beginnings. Collectors often say that coins tell stories, and this one tells a story of hope, resilience, and monarchy. That historical and sentimental value adds another layer of importance that can't be measured by market price alone. The demand for British coins is increasing not only within the UK, but globally. International collectors have a deep respect for British coinage, especially pieces from the Queen Elizabeth II era. And as her earlier coins age and become harder to find in pristine condition, their value will only rise. The 1959 2 shillings coin is no exception. It's sitting right at the edge of rarity, waiting to be discovered. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in a forgotten drawer, old jar, or handed down from a relative, don't dismiss it. Clean it carefully, store it properly, and consider getting it professionally graded. That small effort could increase the coin's value many times over. It could become a real asset, something that not only has historical charm, but also serious future financial potential. Even though this coin may not yet be fetching thousands, The time will come when top-condition specimens will become rare enough to command very high prices. Some collectors estimate that future high-grade coins from this series could reach $6,000 to $7,000 or more, especially as Queen Elizabeth II's early coinage becomes harder to source. So if you're looking to start a coin collection, or you already have a 1959 2 shillings coin in your possession, this is your sign. Keep it safe, get it valued, and hold on to it. You might just be holding one of tomorrow's most desirable collector pieces. Thanks for joining us in uncovering the hidden value of this beautiful piece of British history. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin discoveries, tips, and valuable insights. And remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth far more than you think. Next up, the 1961 British 2 shillings coin *** featuring Queen Elizabeth II. You might just be sitting on a gold mine. This iconic piece of British history is not just a coin. It's a symbol of an era, a masterpiece of craftsmanship, and a highly sought-after collectible. The demand for this coin is skyrocketing, with collectors and investors worldwide eager to add it to their prized collections. But why is this coin so special? Let's dive deep into its history, value, and the incredible reasons why you should hold on to it, or better yet, sell it for a massive profit. First, let's talk about the history of this magnificent coin. The 1961 British 2 shillings coin, also known as the florin, was minted during a transformative period in British history. Queen Elizabeth II had been on the throne for nearly a decade, and the UK was transitioning from the austerity of the post-war years into a new age of prosperity. The florin was a key part of Britain's pre-decimal currency system, representing 1/10 of a pound. Its elegant design, featuring the young queen's portrait on the obverse and a beautifully detailed Tudor rose on the reverse, makes it a true work of art. But what makes the 1961 edition stand out? This was one of the last years the traditional silver florin was minted before the composition changed due to rising silver costs. Coins from this era carry a sense of nostalgia and rarity, making them incredibly desirable. The 1961 florin, in particular, is cherished for its crisp details and historical significance, as it represents the final years of Britain's classic coinage before decimalization in 1971. Now let's get to the big question. How much is it worth? While many old coins are common, the 1962 Elizabeth II florin has seen a surge in value due to its limited mintage and growing collector demand. In pristine, uncirculated condition, this coin can fetch $700 to $1,800 or even more ** at auctions. Even well-worn examples can sell for $3,000 to $5,000 depending on their condition. The key is finding the right buyer, a passionate collector who understands its true worth. Why are people willing to pay so much for this coin? The answer lies in its scarcity and historical charm. Unlike modern coins, the 1961 florin was made with high-quality silver, until the composition changed, and its classic design appeals to both numismatists and history enthusiasts. Additionally, the emotional connection many Britons have with pre-decimal coins drives up demand, as these pieces remind them of a bygone era. If you own one of these coins, you're in luck, because the market for British colonial and vintage coins is booming like never before. Online auction sites, antique dealers, and coin shows are filled with eager buyers looking to snag rare pieces like the 1961 florin. Some collectors specialize exclusively in Queen Elizabeth II coins, making yours a hot commodity. The more original and well-preserved your coin is, the higher the price it can command. But how do you ensure you get the maximum value for your coin? First, check its condition. Look for sharp details, minimal wear, and no damage. Coins graded by professional services like NGC or PCGS can sell for premium prices. Next, research recent sales on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or specialized coin forums to gauge its current market value. Finally, consider selling through reputable dealers or auctions to attract serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. What's even more exciting is that the value of this coin is only expected to rise over time. As more collectors enter the market and the supply of well-preserved 1961 florins dwindles, prices will continue to climb. This isn't just a coin, it's an investment, a piece of history, and a treasure that could fund your next big purchase if you play your cards right. So, if you've been keeping this coin tucked away, now is the time to cash in on its worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who stumbled upon this coin by chance, you're holding something truly special. The 1961 British 2 shillings florin is more than just metal. It's a legacy, a story, and a valuable asset waiting to be claimed. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Check your collections, ask your grandparents, or scour antique shops, because you never know where the next hidden treasure might be hiding. And if you're lucky enough to own one, now is the perfect time to sell and make a fortune from this incredible piece of British history. The 1961 Elizabeth II florin is not just a coin, it's a legend. And legends only grow in value with time. Will yours be the next to sell for a record-breaking price? The answer could be sitting in your pocket right now.